as of today, the price of Pi is $0.5. That's about 54 cents. Now, a certain price hike happened on Pi few days ago, and I want to explain everything to you. If I go here to the full screen, look at all of these. Price of Pi actually went to $0.44, which is about 44 cents, and all of a sudden from there, here comes what I call market manipulations. And please hold on and listen to my analysis. You can tell it took me about 3 days because I am a little bit weary of bringing the truth to the channel, because a lot of people are not taking it easy with me at all. Hence, my reason for appealing with you to listen to what I have to say. If you look at it from here, after the price hit 0.4, it now started going up, and then 0.44, it went as high as $0.7, which is about 74 cents. And from there, it started spiking down again, came back to $0.5, went a little up again to $0.6, and then started coming down, and presently is on 54 cents, $0.5. Now, all of these price manipulations and the volatility in the market, how did it happen? Then I was like, okay, maybe there's an important news from the PICO team. So where do I go to next? And on here, on PICO team official account on Twitter, I looked through it, and the only post that is recent was April 1, where they spoke about the Pi Fest in Open Network. And as of March 29, which is the second recent, they spoke about the Pi Network adding email-based two-factor authentication to the overall account management and verification. And nothing happened. So I know for sure, since nothing really came up, how did the price then spike on its own? Because not like anybody's just going there to buy volumes of Pi. So what happened? I started looking deep into it. And you see here, Abayomi Idowu says, in fact, see the present price of Pi as an opportunity to invest in it when the price is still very low. Here, Greg is saying, I don't get why everyone is complaining. Most people don't even understand how crypto works. While you're busy crying about the price dropping, I'm over here hoping it drops even more so I can buy more. Now, before I go into what I discovered about the price hike and why to Greg he says we are crying, to some of us we are not, let's feel humanity here. If I bought a coin at $2 and the price is going down, what do you think I'll be doing? I will be crying. And which is exactly what most people who are on this other side are. For you who had not invested money in the early stages, you lose nothing, because all you are doing is mining. I'm also mining too, which means presently I don't care if the price is low or high, provided the price has a value to it. I will make money. If I have 2,000 of Pi, even if the price is on 54 cents, then absolutely, I'm still going to make about $1,000 from that. I didn't lose, because all I have to do is just tap my phone. But once somebody pops their money up and spend $500, hoping for it to become 1,000, if the price of Pi goes up, and then all of a sudden it comes down, then we will cry, which is what has been happening. For days, the price has tanked, but all of a sudden, the price just went up, and we are thinking, oh, is the recovery starting? Is it starting to go up? And then, after about few hours, not even up to 24 hours, it came down again. If you are not worried about it, then I think officially, I'm worried. Upon everything we've seen, oh, it's a decentralized this, oh, it's a non-conformity this, oh, it is a that. If it is all of these we had been saying, how come the price went up and then it came down without any announcement, any push in the market, nothing really happened? Then I come to the fact that these prices are being manipulated. And how did this happen? Listen carefully and let's understand this together. This video you're looking at here was one of the videos I made last for Pi. And look at the view, 12,600 view. This is how many views it had. Let me show you the one I made 1 month ago, one of the very first one I made. Look at these. How many views? 64,000. This was what I made about PiCoin holders. Get ready. This was the beginning. What did this just tell you? The attention for Pi is reducing. If about a month ago I made a video, got 64,000, and I'm telling you, most of the videos I made around that time would have 40,000, 30,000, and the attention was going up. And all of a sudden, the ones I made last week, virtually all the ones I made last week, they are having 15,000, 12,000, 18,000. It shows the attention is going away. And listen, whether you like it or not, cryptocurrency, the value of it mostly is based on their market cap, which is always influenced by the amount of people who are going to put their money in it, which is now proportional to the amount of hype and attention that coin is gathering. Once a coin gathers attention, and just even if you are not used to big crypto platforms, just use airdrops as examples, because every time any of these airdrops catch traction online and the fire is burning, a lot of people are going to move towards it, which means there is going to be a loss of investors. One of the reasons why most people on this channel who are complaining about them losing their money or that their money is being reduced because of Pi drop in price is because of the attention it gathered, and that's why they invested money. Most of them don't even know anything about Pi at all. Look at this message from Yaya Karim. He says, "Good work, my brother. I'm crying now because I bought 200 Pi coin earlier at $2.80. Instead of selling it at that time, I'm not. I wish to buy more now, but I can't." I can go ahead to read so many comments about how they have invested when the prices was high and now the prices had come very down, which means they have lost a lot of money. On this channel, I said it then that once the riding is going higher, don't buy at that point, just wait a little, let it come back towards where it started from, and then you start buying, which was what I did. I have some I bought at 80 cents, I bought at 70, I bought at 60, I bought at 50. I didn't buy at 44 because I did not notice when it got to 44, but that was just the process of investing about $1,200 on it, and I'm still hoping and waiting for the price to skyrocket so I can make some money of this. But not everybody was that lucky. Hence, once the attention wears off on a coin, most people are not going to invest their money in it again, which means it may possibly not recover anymore. I've traded long enough to know that some coins never recover once the attention moves away from them. Now, there are two types of people that usually invest in crypto. We have the retail, which is you and me, people who are interested based on the hype around the coin. And then we have the market forces, which are the big exchanges. Remember already, Pi had listed on some of these exchanges already. For example, look at the exchanges here. OKX, BitGet, MEX, Gate.io, CoinW, all of these little platforms, we call them, they are not huge. They already listed Pi. So if I go back here, what happened here from what I saw was just huge price manipulation. And what does this mean? All that was done here as price manipulation is to ensure that the prices are increased so that most people will think it is time for recovery, and the exchanges can profit from that, and it usually works. Once there's an upturn, a lot of people will think, oh, it's time for recovery. Even for those who had not bought earlier, they feel, oh, it's going up now, and then they start buying, which makes the price go up the more. It's just like they induce the market. It's not really what happens. And of course, if I go back here now and check out the time, and this is how we always know, this was April 5th. It started around 8 o'clock, and look at when it ended. It ended the same April 5th around 12 o'clock. So this happened about 4 hours. That's it. After 4 hours, the market is back to the regular way of, up and down without an obvious upward movement. And in between these upward turn, a lot of people are still going to lose their money. Why? Most people are going to buy, and then they are going to ride the wave. And once the wave is still ongoing, you will think that the wave will still be ongoing, and then it starts dropping. And guess what? For most of those who had bought, it's dropping back to where you started buying. And only few people who know how to induce the market, which are the whales, they are the ones that will profit from this upward little turn. Let me go to CoinMarketCap. Now look at this from Cryptoscoping. It says the recent price fluctuation within the Pi network had raised concerns among participants, especially after Pi coin values dropped sharply to around 0.56. In response, community members are calling for a more stable, proactive approach to prevent sudden market declines. The real truth is, I was to make a video, which I will still do, about how Pi core team are centered around having control of the market, which is what exchanges don't give. As a matter of fact, I'm beginning to think these exchanges may do well for Pi and they may not, because they are going to be able to manipulate the price. And if they can induce market volatility just to make sure the trading volume goes up so more people can think, oh, it's going up now, it's just a mean of sapping more money into their market, which is on the exchanges, not necessarily for Pi, and in most cases is going to hurt Pi, which is what is going on exactly now. All I have to say is, if you are invested in Pi, patience will work. I now see how the exchanges manipulate prices for their own gain, and in most cases it has nothing to do with the price of the product itself. Pi coin is still Pi coin, but they can just move anything up so that people will put more money. And you see, once people are getting disappointed that way, the attention will be hurt the more. And don't forget, Pi core team has only Pi as their coin. Exchanges have like 10,000 coin on their plate, so if one goes to bush, it's not harmful to them, others will do well, which is why I now see why Pi is dragging on some of these big exchanges who can actually turn their hands even more than what these other smaller ones are doing. Hopefully we keep the hope alive, because if the price can go up, that means it can still go up and up and up and up again. So let's just wait and see how the market turns.